Hi, this is the back of homework, chapter 7, homework 3, and this will go quick because all it's saying here is complete each congruent statement by naming either the corresponding angle or the corresponding side. Okay, so they're telling us that WXY is congruent to XWK. So what we know then is, because of the order here, we know that the angle W in the first one has to be congruent to angle X in the second one. We know angle X in the first one has to be congruent to angle W in the second, and we know that angle Y in the first one has to be congruent to angle K in the third. So I'm actually going to put necklaces on here so I can identify which one is which. So the first one, WXY, this is the first triangle, this one right here, right? Now, we're told that angle W in the first triangle has to match angle X in the second. So I'm going to put one necklace. And angle X in the first triangle, that's this one, so I'll put two necklaces there, has to match angle W in the second. And last, angle Y in the first triangle has to match angle K in the third. So let's see which of the angles, which of the three angles they're asking. YWX, YWX. So they want to know this first one, so we're going to give them the name of this one. And I could call it WXK, or I could have called it KXW. Either one is correct. That's my final answer. All right, let's look at the next one. UTS. UTS, this triangle, so that's my first triangle, has to match this triangle. So it kind of looks like they spun it around, maybe flipped it over. So we know angle U has to match angle H. We know angle T has to match angle I. Angle T has to match angle I. And that's all they're asking. Angle T matches which angle? Angle I. Awesome. All right, next one. Triangle XZY. XZY. So this is what they're calling the first triangle. And it's a match with the second triangle here. So angle X is listed first. I'll put one necklace. And then in the second triangle, angle X is listed first again. So that has to be that angle. Angle Z, 2 has to match angle Z. And angle D and angle Y have to be the third angle that's a match. So they're asking in the first triangle, angle Y, right, has to match, yeah, angle Y is listed last, so that has to be angle D. Okay. Next one, angle L or triangle LMN. So that's this triangle right there. Now it says triangle L here has to match angle L, we know because of vertical. And since they're congruent, M would have to match C and N would have to match D. So they're asking line segment LM. Line segment LM, so that's the line segment between angle 1 and angle 2, would have to match which? So I'm noticing that it would have to match the line segment between angle 1 and 2. Bam. Now, we could have also done that by looking at the order. So the first two letters of the triangle has to match the first two letters of the other triangle. So you also could have done this even without looking at the picture. Pretty cool. Corresponding parts. Let's check out the next one. VTU, VTU, that's our first triangle. And our second triangle over here. And they're wondering what angle would match angle V. So we know because of the ordering that angle E would match. Bam. Okay, next one. IJK has to match this triangle because they gave us a congruent statement. So since angle J is in the middle, that would have to match the letter in the middle, angle Y. Done. All right. Now let's look at this last one. Slightly different directions. It says write a statement that indicates that the triangles in each pair are congruent. Okay, so it looks like here the first angle is A. Now I'm just going to start, I'm going to call this my first triangle, okay? So angle A is my first angle. And they want me to write out a triangle congruent statement. So if angle A has one necklace, here it looks like angle B has first necklace. So they got to be in the same spot. Angle 2 is at B in my original triangle. So there we go. Angle 2 here is at A. And then last but not least, angle X is in my third location. And so C has to be in my third location. And this would be a correct statement. Now there's multiple correct answers for this, but this would just be one possible one. We can also double check our work as we look at the angle maybe that was produced here. So ABX is my second angle. You can double check here, BAC better be your second angle. So it looks like we named the triangle walking across the first side and then the second. Same thing, got to name this second triangle walking across the first and then the second. We're sure we got that right. Now let's look at these. I see angle 1. I'm going to make this my first triangle this time. It doesn't really matter. I'm just picking one and going with it. So angle U has to match another angle, T, and so I'm going to pick that as my first angle and put that in the first place of the triangle congruent statement. Second angle is V, so second letter should be V, second angle is S, and then third angle is W, so I'm going with the third angle W. That's a beautiful triangle congruent statement. Thanks for joining us. Enjoy your weekend.